Hello friends, I'm Akash and a hearty welcome to my YouTube channel. As you may have seen in the news recently, Republican Congressman Kevin McCarthy was ousted as the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives on October 3rd, 2023, becoming the first Speaker to be removed from the office in US history. So, what happened and why did it happen? Well, the reason that he was ousted goes way back to the averted government shutdown on September 30th. A government shutdown occurs when Congress has not allocated the government's funds to each department of the government before the deadline, and that deadline is usually October 1st every year. At this point, all non-essential government functions will stop until that issue is resolved. So, in the days before the potential shutdown this year, the Republican Party was attempting to pass into law a budget plan that decreases spending on the war in Ukraine as part of the shutdown bill, meaning that if it wasn't passed, the government could go into shutdown. Democrats did not like this at all, and Congress eventually became deadlocked, with neither side wanting to cooperate and stop that shutdown. And so, on September 30th, with just hours remaining before the shutdown could take place, Speaker McCarthy earned the support of both Republicans and Democrats to pass the bill. And a short while later, the US Senate also passed the bill. Not long after, President Biden signed it into law, preventing the government shutdown from taking place. However, there were some Republicans that were unhappy with this, especially unhappy with the fact that Speaker McCarthy was garnering support from the opposition Democrats to pass this shutdown bill into law. One of these Republicans that didn't like this was Congressman Matt Gaetz, a Republican from Florida. And so he decided to send a motion into Congress to begin a potential vote to oust the Speaker from his role as the Speaker of the House of Representatives of the USA. And that motion made it through, meaning that all that was left was whether Congress would oust McCarthy as Speaker.
On this vote, the yeas are 216, the nays are 210. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
So, what happens now that McCarthy has been ousted as the Speaker of the House of Representatives? Well, currently there's going to be an election in the making on who is going to become the next Speaker, but until then, we have a Speaker pro tempore, someone who the previous Speaker selected to be his replacement. And that replacement is Speaker Patrick McHenry, a Republican from North Carolina. He is currently the temporary Speaker of the House, who will be presiding over the House during the moments up until the final vote for who will be the next actual Speaker of the House. So let's take a look at some of the potential candidates for the election in Congress on who is going to take McCarthy's role. Currently, there's two large candidates who seem to be garnering the most attention: Jim Jordan, a Republican from Ohio, and Steve Scalise, a Republican from Louisiana. Now, Representative Jordan has mainly taken a sort of populist approach, saying that he's advocating for the people and breaking away from the establishment, whereas Steve Scalise is going along the lines of pro-establishment, sticking to the traditional values of the Republican Party. Now, it'll be interesting to see whether either Jordan or Scalise or someone else entirely is going to be taking the role of Speaker of the House. And so we'll be closely following and monitoring what is going to be happening with the election of the Speaker in Congress. This is a highly unique scenario that has only happened for the first time in American history. And so this is likely not going to happen again. So it'll be very interesting to take a look at who is going to take McCarthy's role as the next Speaker of the House of Representatives of the United States of America. Thanks so much for watching. Love you, Akash.